Time now for Better Pets.
Well, you don't want to leave your pet family out of the excitement of Christmas morning when all the gifts are being opened.
Dr. Andrea Dennis is here with her favorite pet gifts and great tips on pet-proofing your home for the holidays. Just got to share a real quick story. My mother and I were in Pet Supplies Plus in West Hartford the other day. She's like, I want you to get this toy for the cat. And I'm like, Mom, the cat does not play with toys. No, you have to get this. It was like a red ball with a green feather. Put it on the floor. Yes. Cat completely ignored it. You know those twisty ties that you put on the glad? That's what he swatted around the whole house. Okay?
Exactly.
All right. So thank you for the $4.99 I invested in a toy that he will never use.
But there are toys that you think that are really good, and they're actually good for the pet's health because it keeps them active.
It does. Exercise is always key in keeping your pet healthy and then not keeping them bored and getting into trouble. So I do like balls, all right, and balls that aren't going to break apart. And these are real. These do have a little squeak to them, so they do have a little sound. But again, they're not going to be torn up when your dog chews it. Okay. But on the other hand, when I went to the store, I saw that they also had these really small ones. Now, this could be dangerous. Somebody may buy this for a little Chihuahua, but what happens if they just, take it off the shelf and then they give it to a German Shepherd? So I don't like anything small that a dog could possibly swallow.
Okay. All right. If you do have just a small dog, could they have the bigger ones, or you should buy the small?
Well, probably these would not be able to grab onto the bigger one too well. So that's probably. But there's so many other safe toys. So just avoid anything small that a dog coming into your house could possibly. And one of them, I've had this before. You know, the Kongs. Right.
I see that in so many people's homes.
Yes. And they're great because you can put treats inside, and they really work
stuff them with peanut butter.
Yeah, peanut butter, and they even have what they actually have a safe paste for dogs too, and you can just put that inside, and that keeps them really busy. And then that strong rubber is really good for their teeth. It keeps their teeth clean. So that's another really excellent choice.
Okay.
Well, let's stay with dogs for just a little bit. Again, I guess this is another Kong piece. I didn't do it on purpose, but when I went to the store, it was just the ones that actually, where you can see they're not going to tear it apart.
That's all.
It is, but and that's a good point that you brought that up and you growled like that. You growled very well, Scott.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. It was habitual. It just happened.
But the idea of this toy is to throw it and let them retrieve it. And then when they grab on, they can chew this very safely, this portion of it. The tugging, I'm not a fan of doing that when you have a puppy, because sometimes that can sort of lead to a little bit of aggressive behavior. And a lot of guys like to get down on the ground with a new dog and play rough and growl and do this tugging. But as a dog becomes mature, a toy like this is okay.
Okay, great.
All right, and you can play tug. And then the last warning is, let's not leave it behind, okay? You know, meaning always be in the room with the toy. You don't want to just leave toys there and just let them go haphazard. How about some cat toys?
Love it.
Okay, so we did this one before, but I gotta tell you, my cat absolutely loves this. And remember? Go ahead.
Where did you get that?
That was also at Petco.
Petco, okay.
And there's a ball that circles around it, and every once in a while, usually every day, I just hear that sound going around. And remember, there was a scratching post here. And then underneath there, we hide the catnip. All right, now when I do that,
the catnip is in there, so they want to go nuts with it.
It's a little bit messy.
That's okay.
But that's okay. But then what I bought for her for this year is fresh catnip.
Fresh catnip.
And she already found it in the bag. So they always want to refresh it at least once or twice a year.
I want to make sure you get to everything. We have 2 minutes.
Okay. Then the other last game is that little laser.
The laser. I won't get that for my cat because I think it's mean. They can never catch it. It's constantly moving.
They like to go look for the dog.
I know.
All right. So maybe not a gift for the pet, but about your pet. This is Millie, and Millie is actually a client of mine, and the owner, John Carr, every year gives us a calendar with different pictures of Millie, and they're absolutely gorgeous. And this is something that if you wanted to give a pet lover a gift, it's the perfect thing that you could possibly do. You want to see this more?
Yeah, I'd love to see it.
Okay. That is just absolutely, and every year I look forward to receiving that.
Oh, look at little Millie's so cute.
Millie's adorable. And then I also think it's really excellent.
Millie at the Maritime Place. She's so beautiful. Millie it's like Find Millie.
Millie.
Oh, that's so pretty.
A little bit of warning too about chocolate.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Right,
Now, these
yeah.
are gifts for people.
Don't have those around.
I wouldn't have them around. And when we were talking about, we have some safety rules, too, that we have about a Christmas tree. I think we have a great graphic for a Christmas tree. What you don't want to do, you don't want to have glass bulbs on a tree. You don't want to have food on a tree. See the little kitty cat sticking his head out of there?
Yep, I do.
We have a whole slideshow on WSB.com about cats
and
as
trees.
ornaments.
Oh, great. Well,
But cats, like, making themselves ornament. You know, I think when they're little, you have to be a little bit more careful. We used to, between those small kids and a kitten, we had to tie the tree with fishing line so they wouldn't knock it over.
right, and that's a really great idea, too. But again, too, when people put, like, popcorn, especially if you're thinking about getting a puppy, and the new puppy is in the house, you don't want to have food on the tree.
Food on the tree.
And again, I'll give you the chocolate.
Thank you so much.
And last thing that I will say, when you can tell me how much time we have,
We have 10
but the
seconds.
perfect gift is the bag for a
cats
cat,
getting that.
right?
That's all they want is the
If you
bag
just put
and the box.
And the box, that's, if you don't get anything for your cat,
Love
just
it.
use the brown paper bag.
Thank you, Dr.
Love
You're
it.
welcome.
As a reminder, Dr. Dennis is the owner of the Bloomfield Animal Hospital on Old Windsor Road in Bloomfield.
The bag is a good price, too. On alternating Saturday afternoons from 2 to 3.
Oh, this is double
Put
crisp.
some catnip in the bag. She's taking listener questions during Pet Talk on WTIC 1080 radio, so tune in if you can. That'd be